This is the story of a newlywed couple whose dream honeymoon turned into a horrifying tale of betrayal, lies, and cold-blooded murder, a case that has shaken the entire nation. Welcome to True Crime Stories India. This is a case of the honeymoon couple. It starts like any other love story, but ends in the misty hills of Meghalaya, with a dead body found in a gorge, a bloody knife nearby, and a chilling confession that would leave even the most hardened detective speechless. Raza and Sonam Raghuvanshi. Two ordinary names. A newly married couple from Indore, Madhya Pradesh. On 11th May 2025, they got married, surrounded by the warmth of family and friends. There were no signs of trouble, no cracks on the surface. Just smiles, rituals, and promises to stay together forever. 9 days later, on 20th May, they set out for their honeymoon to Meghalaya, a dream destination, with clouds drifting through the green hills and waterfalls cascading like silk from the cliffs. But behind this perfect picture was a deadly plan that had already been set in motion. On 21st May, they reached Shillong and checked into a guest house. The next morning, they rented a scooter and left for Cherpunji, a tourist paradise known for its natural beauty. But Sonam had a different plan. She insisted that they trek all the way down to Nomriat village to see the double-decker living root bridge, a stunning natural wonder deep in the jungle, reachable only by walking down over 3,000 steep steps. She told her mother-in-law excitedly over the phone, calling the location a hidden gem they couldn't miss. And so, they went. On 22nd May, they spent the night in Nomriat, surrounded by the peaceful hum of nature. But peace was an illusion. Because on the morning of 23rd May, something shifted. They checked out of the homestay and began their trek back up. But strangely, they did not hire a local guide for the journey, even though the trail was long and treacherous. It's a small detail, but now, it feels significant. Sometime around 10 a.m., a local guide saw them. Raza was walking ahead with three unknown men who spoke in Hindi. Sonam was walking a few steps behind. That moment would be the last time anyone ever saw Raza alive. For the next 24 hours, no one knew what had happened. And then on 24th May, the couple's rented scooter was found abandoned near a small cafe in Soharalim village. Raja's phone was unreachable. Sonam's phone, too, was off. Panic set in. Back in Indore, Raja's family began to worry. His brother, Prince Raghuvanshi, later said, "We hadn't heard from them." On 24th May, the Meghalaya police called us saying their scooter had been found, but my brother was missing. What was meant to be a honeymoon now looked like a disappearance. Police launched a search. Locals, forest guides, and drones joined the mission. But the heavy rains of Meghalaya made everything harder. Valleys were flooded. Paths were slippery. Still, the search continued. Days passed. No sign of Raja. And then came 2nd June. A drone flying over the valley near WEI Sodom Falls picked up something. Something unusual. Lying deep in a rocky gorge was a body, partially decomposed, wounded. It was Raza Raghuvanshi. They identified him by the tattoo on his arm. His phone was found nearby, shattered. And next to him was a knife, blood-stained. This was no accident. This was murder. News spread like wildfire. A honeymoon had ended in murder. People wondered what happened to Sonam. And then, silence. She had vanished. For almost 2 weeks, no one could trace Sonam's location. Rumors flew. Was she kidnapped? Was she murdered too? But then came the twist that turned the story into something straight out of a crime thriller. On 8th June, Sonam Raghuvanshi walked into a police station in Uttar Pradesh and surrendered. And what she confessed next shocked everyone. "I killed my husband Raza Raghuvanshi." A confession, cold, clear, and direct. The woman who had been celebrating her wedding just 3 weeks earlier now admitted to orchestrating her husband's brutal murder. Why? Because she was in love with someone else, a man named Raj Kushwaha, an old friend who worked for her brother. Police investigations revealed that Sonam and Raj had been having an affair even before the marriage. In fact, her marriage to Raja, police believe, was just a cover, a lie designed to protect her secret while she made her next move. But that wasn't all. Sonam didn't act alone. She had hired three contract killers from Madhya Pradesh, Akash Rajput, Vikas, and Anand. Her plan was simple and terrifying. During the trek in Meghalaya, in that remote, secluded forest, the men would attack and murder Raja, far from cameras, far from help. And that's exactly what happened. She led her husband straight into the trap. Police later confirmed that she had shared her live location using a GPS-based app, guiding the killer step by step. They even say she stood nearby while Raza was attacked and killed with a knife. And then, she walked away. After fleeing the crime scene, Sonam switched SIM cards, changed phones, and went off the grid. She reportedly traveled to Varanasi, then to Bihar, then to UP, constantly moving, staying hidden. But guilt, or fear, eventually caught up. And she gave up. Police immediately arrested all three killers. Raj Kushwaha was also arrested. Investigators recovered evidence from Sonam's phone, including chats and calls that proved the plot. The knife used in the killing was sent for forensic testing. Her confession, according to police, matched the timeline and the facts. But even now, there are layers of this case still being peeled. Raj's family says he's innocent, that he was never in a relationship with Sonam. Sonam's father claims his daughter was forced into a confession and says she was kidnapped, not a murderer. But her brother told media she tied Rakhi to Raj, then planned this. I can't believe she did it, but I think she did. Even the money trail is under investigation. Did Sonam pay the killers? Were more people involved? Was there a financial angle? Had she planned to escape and start a new life with Raj? So many questions. Some answered, some not yet. What is clear is this: Raja Raghuvanshi went to Meghalaya dreaming of love, waterfalls, and a life ahead. Instead, he was led to his death by the very person who promised to spend forever with him. A marriage built on deception. A honeymoon turned into a crime scene. A love story rewritten in blood. This case is more than just another murder. It is a reminder of how easily trust can be broken, how deeply betrayal can cut, and how love, when twisted by lies, can destroy lives in the most unimaginable ways. As the legal process moves ahead, and as courts decide the future of those arrested, one question will always echo through the misty hills of Meghalaya: why did she do it? And was this just the beginning of something even darker? If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.